Once upon a time in a small village in Nigeria, there lived a kind woman named Ngozi. She was married to a loving man called Chijioke. They had been together for many years and were very happy. Chijioke was a hard-working farmer who loved his wife and always made sure she was happy. One year, they were blessed with good news. Ngozi was pregnant. The villagers rejoiced, and Chijioke could not wait to meet his child. He worked even harder on their farm, building a new house to prepare for the baby. But one sad day, when Ngozi was just a few months pregnant, something terrible happened. Chijioke went to the farm early in the morning, as usual. He was working hard when suddenly he felt very weak. He collapsed and was taken to the village healer. But it was too late. Chijioke had died. Ngozi was heartbroken. She couldn't understand how her husband, the love of her life, was gone. She was left alone with her growing belly and the memory of her husband. The villagers gathered around to comfort her. "Don't worry, Ngozi," said Mama Nkechi, the oldest woman in the village. "Chijioke may be gone, but his spirit will always be with you and your child. The baby will carry his name, and you will never be alone." Every day, Ngozi would talk to her unborn baby, telling it stories about the wonderful father it would never meet. She worked hard on the farm, just like Chijioke had, and kept the memories of her husband alive. Months passed, and the day finally came when Ngozi gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. She named him Chijioke after his father, and the villagers celebrated the baby's arrival. Though Ngozi was still sad about losing her husband, she felt proud that she had a piece of him in her son. Years went by, and little Chijioke grew up strong and smart. He loved listening to stories about his father and always made his mother proud. Even though his father had never been able to hold him, Chijioke knew his spirit lived on through him. Ngozi's heart healed slowly, knowing that she had carried her husband's love and memory in her child. She smiled every time she looked at Chijioke, and in the end, she realized that even though her husband had passed, their love never truly left. It lived on in the little boy she raised, who grew up to be just as loving and hard-working as his father had been.